Hello and welcome to Gardening at 58 North. In this video I'm having to buy a new plant because basically I had a nice cosmos here which I planted up in another video, but unfortunately the aphids have killed it off. It was absolutely caked in aphids. I mean, I don't think you can find any now because they've all jumped ship, but you can see the roots were actually quite healthy when it died, but I think it was just too many aphids and it eventually just collapsed and went rotten towards the base. It was surprising because I did actually keep the compost quite dry, and you can see the very bottom bit which was in the compost didn't really get rotten, but kind of halfway up it did where all the aphids was, so it's a shame that that's gone. So it's an opportunity to get a new plant. So what I've done is I went out and I found this nice dahlia here. It's got some really beautiful flowers, so this will be the replacement for the cosmos plant, and you can see there it's got lovely flowers. So I'm also going to put it back in the same pot because this pot's actually got really good compost in it, and as I said in the compost I've added quite a lot of nutrients and things to it, so it should grow really well in this. So the dahlia will grow over summer, and then it is a perennial, but it will die back to its roots in winter. You can see here the roots, it's got a really good root system on this plant, so I'm quite happy it's a good quality healthy plant. And the dahlias actually have really thick tuberous roots, so these are just the fine feeder roots, and these fat ones here are the storage roots. So as the summer goes on, these will get fatter and fatter, as thick as my fingers, and they'll be left with tubers. So at the end of the year I'll be able to dig this up and keep the tubers somewhere frost free and dry in my flat, and then plant it up again for next year. So I'll just pop this up in this pot. So I'll just have to make a bit more space in here, as the last plant was quite a bit smaller than this one, and the dahlia has quite a big root system in comparison. So I'll just dig out the middle here, and it's still quite nice and light and fluffy, this compost, because I did put a lot of perlite in it originally. So I'll check the size, so it needs a bit more taken out. So there we are, that's about right. So all I'm going to do now is take the compost out from this pot, put it around the side, and that way it'll have a perfect little hollow that I can then pop the new plant into with its root system without damaging the new roots at all. So I'll just put this all out on the side like that, firm it down a little bit. If I don't firm it down, it will collapse in on itself when I take out the pot again. There we are. I'll take out the pot, take a little bit more at the bottom because I know it's slightly deeper than that. There we are. And now I can just pop this straight in, you can see. And I'll just firm it in, make sure the roots are in good contact with the compost. And there we are. That's it, pot it up. So I'll keep you updated on this one. Hopefully it'll last a lot longer than the last plant in this pot, which was my, as I said, my cosmos. So I'll show you where this will be going. I'll be replacing my Sonnetti because my Sonnetti has finished flowering. So there we are. That's the dahlia in the new pot. Got plenty of compost, so it should grow quite big. Didn't come with a label, this dahlia, so I'm not sure the full size of it, but it'll probably grow about twice the height of that, and it should be covered in flowers all summer long. Here's a nice dense plant. It's not got leggy yet, and there's lots of new flowers coming on it. And as long as I deadhead it, it should flower the whole winter, so I'm sorry, the whole summer. So I'm quite happy with this one. I'll just show you the Sonnetti quickly. As you can see, it's going over now. I mean, it's got quite warm recently. We're having 17-18 degrees, and it's kind of finished flowering. I mean, it's mainly a spring flowering plant, so I'm going to cut this back soon. It should encourage some new growth, and it'll hopefully flower again in autumn. But it's been a good display. But that's going to be replaced by this lovely new dahlia, which I just got the other day.